2. Yes, sir. All right, gang. Like I said, shout out to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate all of y'all. We're going to bring you up to speed. We told you guys we're going to keep covering this until final remarks are made. And right now, so far, so good, I guess. I don't know. That didn't come out right.
But what the hell, boy?
But, yeah, we got Halle Bailey saying her mental health is under control and slamming DDG for embellishing in a custody case. So my first question is for the slow people in the back, and I'm one of them. What is embellishing? It's crazy because I made the what is it called? I made the thumbnail and I don't even know what that is, but it made sense at the time. So we're gonna go look up real quick what embellishing is, and I'm pretty sure it's lying or doing forgery. I don't know. Definition of embellishing. Oh, well, I guess she used the word wrong. So embellish means to make something more attractive by the addition of decorative details or features. So I guess what she's saying, and like I said, y'all answer the poll in the chat. I guess what she's saying is that DDG made it seem like she's a Looney Tune and that she's crazy, right? But the sad thing about it is she made it seem like she's crazy by doing that stuff. You can't just stab somebody and act like it's all good, bro. It ain't, bro. I'm here to tell you. And if y'all think it's all good, bro, you guys need help. And my advice to you is to stay away from me. I don't want you close to me. Let me see. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Boom. So first things first, in recent news, excuse me. So Halle, and I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see it, and then we'll go on TikTok and discuss. We have Halle Bailey. Hold on, let me make it bigger. So we got Halle Bailey bringing up that DDG's brother had a fist fight. And what is his name? Shout out to Dub. I think his name is Dub. And then she said that in her new court filing that DDG's place is not a safe environment for Halo. And that's why I try and tell you fellas, y'all got to be mindful what y'all do. Shout out to all the brothers, and I'm saying brothers across the diaspora, my Latino brothers, white brothers, everybody. Gentlemen, y'all got to be careful what y'all do, bro. And that's why I tell you I play square. I don't want to play square. You feel me? I want to be thugging. I want to, you know, pull my glizzy out, do what I got to do. I want to pull my knives out, pull my weapons out. You know, I want to stab somebody and all that, right? Hey, bro. Hey, but if I was to do that, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to sit in jail. I'm gonna have to not sit in jail. I'm gonna have to sit in prison. Let's say I don't sit in prison. Whenever I do something, people can potentially use what I did against me. And that's why I tell y'all gotta be mindful what y'all do. Even y'all circle, y'all gotta be mindful y'all circle. And that's why DDG said when it happened, hold on, we're gonna pull it back up. First off, let me see what she said. She has said, and let us know what you think in the comment section, by the way. Hold on. Make it bigger so I can see it. So on Saturday, May 31st, Daryl and his brother were recorded on TikTok, and this is what she said to the court. Being involved in a fist fight with another man, the declaration reads, I will bring this video to court. Daryl and the people around him are aggressive and angry, which leads me to believe this is not a safe environment for Halo. And that's how your baby mama gonna do you, bro. Hold on, I gotta hit that Undertaker. You gotta hit the Undertaker, bro, because that's how they gonna do you, bro. And that's why I tell you, gentlemen, y'all better learn to keep yourselves under control when y'all have kids, because they will use anything against you. And when I say they, I mean the powers that be. The women are just pawns, guys. A lot of y'all don't realize that. Some of the women don't realize that. The women are pawns. The easiest way to control a nation is to control its women. Not control the men, control the women. Because by controlling the women, you control the man. That's bars. Like I said, that's bars. Now look, you can disagree with me if you want. I personally don't give a shit. We can disagree to agree. It's okay. But like I said, the writing's on the wall. Look at the current state of society. Who's in power? Do you really think? Do you honestly believe in what's today's date? January, February, March. And June 5th, 2025. Do y'all still believe that men are in power? No, men, and I've said this before, and like I said, if you ever hear anybody say this is Black Adam's philosophy. When I went to college, I studied philosophy. That's why I have all these different thoughts. Shout out to all my philosophers. I'm a modern day philosopher, okay? So listen to me. Men are in shackles by the women that they deal with. Now, my whole thing that I've always thought about is, okay, so is it because Is it like, has this been going on and that's why society is the way it is? Or has this just recently started to go on? And that's where I'm trying to figure out. Like, you know, they said the fall of Rome, we're witnessing the fall of Rome. They said multiple times, on multiple occasions, when a society gets to a point where they end up in safety, women start to accuse men. And after that, we watch the fall of society. Y'all can go look that up. Don't quote me on it though. But boom, every single man that's in power is in shackles by the women. And I'm saying power is performative at this point. Power is the president. We'll use Diddy as an example. Billionaires, Elon Musk, Diddy, other billionaires who are in the public light. Like I said, power is performative at this point. But yes, depending on the women that you dealt with, you are in shackles, you are in metaphorical chains by the women that you dealt with. So now when it comes to the people who are in power passing laws, I believe the same sentiment occurs with these people. So when we see these things happen, y'all got to realize that women run the world. Shout out to the ladies. And women know this. Women know this. Men only run the world on a case of we build things, but women run the world. Like when it comes to the actual psyche of things, women run the world. That's why when they say men are becoming feminized, how can men be feminized if men are strong enough to speak for themselves and stand up for themselves? Men were not strong enough anymore. Women run the world. So a woman can get you to act weak, whereas a woman wouldn't act weak for you if she doesn't like you. Shout out to the ladies. Anyways, like I said, I could keep talking about that. Let me get back to what I was saying. So, yeah, it's not a safe environment for Halo, and this was the fight, and they said it was a skit, but this is the fight. And for those of you who don't remember, we covered it, and what happened was somebody called him doo-doo garbage, and that's why I was like, we ain't gonna call him doo-doo garbage, because niggas want to fight about names. When I used to get called being black and shit, they used to call me under the bed at nighttime and all this shit when I was in school, bro. But ninjas sitting here crying about doo-doo garbage, bro. But it's okay. Like I said, DDG got my respect back, so it's all good. So we call him DVD at most now. We're going to call him DVD, but we ain't going to call him doo-doo garbage. Let's continue.
Hold this real quick. What we got going? Mike, hold it. It ain't hold it. What you say? What we got going? What you say? Doo-doo garbage. No recording, no recording, no recording, no recording.
And unfortunately, right? Hold up. DDG, where you fucked up at, right? Where you fucked up at is your ass said on camera to go check him. Now, when you go into that courtroom and when they ask you, what does go check him mean? What are you going to say? Tell us. Tell the class, please. Class is in session. What are you going to say when they ask you, what does that mean, brother? What does that mean when you say go check him? That means you enticed them to do it. Now, whether or not it's performative, right? Whether or not it was a skit, it doesn't change the fact that it looks kind of fucked up right now, especially in the case of you wanting your child there. Now, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the situation, but gentlemen, please take notes right now. The court does not give a fuck, bro. The court wants to extract your resources. For example, I'm saying, like I said, the government and the women have the same kind of sentiment. Not all women. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, like I said, I know y'all take this heat, but I love y'all, and that's why I say the things I say. Because I want y'all to be happy, right? I want y'all to be happy, so I'll try and give the men a bit of game as to understand what's going on in the current dating scene. I'm not a dating coach. I'm just a person living here on this green earth in America, just like everybody else. So yeah, so the government and the women have the same sentiment. So you are a wallet of resources. You are a tool of resources. You can build, you can destroy, you can make money, you can give stuff away. That's what you are here for. So when it comes to the court, it don't matter who, bro. It don't matter if it's the lawyer. It don't matter if it's her lawyer. It don't matter if it's your lawyer. It don't matter if it's the judge. They are trying to extract your resources from you. Like I said, now when they lock you in at a price, you're cooked. So this ninja worth whatever, 2 million. I don't know how much he's worth. I don't be pocket watching. Let's say he's worth $1 million. All right, now, so they gonna lock you in at that price of $1 million. So now you gotta pay whatever child support is. I think in Texas it's like 20% of your income. So like you gonna have to pay 200 racks every year to this girl, right? Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. If you make less money, you got to find a way to keep making that money, or else you got to find a way to schedule court again, which costs money. You see what I'm saying? How it's a revolving door, it's a conundrum, it's a cycle. It's going to cost money. Guess what? You got to go back to court to lower the payment. That's going to cost money. You got to pay the lawyer. She might not want to go to court. You got to subpoena her. You got to pay her lawyer. You got to pay the judge. Okay, so boom. They don't lower the court, or let's say they lower the fees. All right, cool. So whatever. Let's say you make more money. They find out you make more money. They're going to schedule for you your day in court, so that way they can find a way to reschedule the payments and you pay more money until that baby is 18. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. So like I told y'all, gentlemen, is this what you want to do? And that's why I say, stay away from the court. Like I've been in court a couple times, and I'm not gonna say for what. Yeah, I mean, I didn't win every time. My track record probably like 2-1. My track record about like 2-1. Right, 2-1. I've won some, I've lost some, and it wasn't family court. I wouldn't say it was. I don't know what court it was, to be honest. It was like I've sat in a deposition and shit like that. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was family court. It wasn't family court. I don't know if it was criminal court though. Right? I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For one of them, I'm pretty sure it wasn't criminal court, or maybe it was criminal court, and maybe my lawyer didn't tell me, so that way I ain't tweak out. Who knows? But I've been in court, and I always remember, and I tell y'all this because my dad remembers this. Shout out to Papa Blac. My dad told me this. So look, make a long story short, like I told y'all, power life. I used to live a life like power. So I wanted to take the case to trial, right? Long story short, I'm just trying to fast forward here. I wanted to take the case to trial. On the papers, it's like, oh, you're going to be tried by a jury of your peers. Think about like Diddy, right? So I told my dad, I called my dad, I said, yo, so, this the whole plan or whatever. Not a plan, but I'm like, this was going down. This is what my lawyer told me. And he said, so you're going to take it to trial? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take it to trial. Y'all see my color, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take it to trial. So my dad was like, if I was you, my dad dark too. My dad was like, if I was you, I wouldn't take it to trial. And I'm like, why? I feel like I should take it to trial because this might happen. He was like, well, guess what? You're going to be judged by a jury of your peers, and a jury of your peers might not like the way you look. Not to say it like that, but you catch my drift. And I was just like, at first I was like, man, whatever. I slept on it. I woke up in the morning. I was like, my dad is right. We're not taking this to trial. We're going to settle this right now. And I realized, like I said, the courtroom may not necessarily be on my side. Once I understood that sentiment, I was like, hey, after this last time, if I can help it, I'll probably stay away from court. I don't want to be around it. I'm good, because I'm starting to wake up to, hey, society works like this and it's cool. It don't matter about whether or not you're right or wrong. It's about what you can prove. So even in this instance, that's why Haley came out and made the statement. Let me see here. Like I said, they can prove that DDG is aggressive and DDG is able to get people to beat other people up. Here we go.
Where's that going? Where shit go? Wait, girl, where's that? Nigga, you straight. He got a head. He got a...
Yeah, you fucked up, my boy. You fucked up. Besides the point, let me continue. Let me see. All right, so boom. Hold on. We're gonna go to Hollywood Unlocked. Hold on, is it here? I'll do these stuff tomorrow. Let me go to Hollywood Unlocked.
First of all, Sarah.
All right, so hold up. Is it here? No, we probably go to Say Cheese. Oh no, the shade room. All right, so boom. Where is it? Right here. So we got Halle Bailey saying that her mental health is under control and calls out DDG for embellishing in custody case. So Halle Bailey breaks her silence and denies all DDG's claims that her history of threatening self-violence, self-harm, poses a risk to their child's well-being. According to Billboard, she told a judge that the rapper is exaggerating about her since-treated mental health struggles and that she's 100% available and capable as a parent to our son. Bailey addresses those claims in a response declaration that he exaggerated, lied, and misconstrued for the court not only the history of their relationship, but their parenting and her mental health. The singer adds, I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of offing herself. Ninja. Now, gentlemen, ladies, y'all can listen in too. Shout out to the women. Gentlemen, do you see how, like I said, we live in a society that's biased. So if you came out with the same information as a man, they would say you're a menace to society, and they will put your ass. What I remember, I dealt with this girl. They will Baker Act your ass. That's what it is. I remember she got Baker acted, so they put her in a straitjacket. That's what that means. So they will put you in a straitjacket and dope you up on some medicine if you express the same kind of if you had the same kind of issues. And that's why I tell y'all got to be mindful, bro. Let me see. Hold on. The declaration continues. 1 second. Shit. My bad. I need my glasses. The declaration continues with Bailey saying, without waiving, and this is in quotation, so she said this herself, I'm not making this up. Without waiving the psychotherapist patient privilege and physician patient privilege, I have reached out to my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. I have been and remain 100% available and capable as a parent to our son Halo. So I'm here to tell you guys, if you didn't know, this girl is a loony, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
This girl's a loony. She's a loony. If she had to take medication, if she had to take like real deal medicine for it, that means that shit is serious, okay? And I mean, no disrespect for everybody that got their own personal issues, okay? I mean, we see you. We see you on a Blac Pill, but we can't just sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're all there in the head if you're not all there in the head, right? I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm crazy too. I've been lost my mind. I'm crazy too, but I'm not that crazy to where I'm doped up on the medicine, ninja. I mean, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro? She been doped up, bro. They doped her up on the medicine. That's crazy. And let me not say too much. Bailey notes that the majority of the mental health incidents cited by DDG date back to 2022 and 2023 when she was emotionally devastated by the rapper's behavior. Boom. Gentlemen, peep game. Are y'all listening? Is this thing on? Ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the ladies.
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. Are you in here? So 100 women versus accountability. Do y'all see how this woman says that the way she was acting in her mental health, like something that's wrong with her in her head was because of him. Now, I'm not saying that taking up for the ninja. I don't know if he was gaslighting her or whatever the case may have, you manipulating her, shaming her, making her feel away, whatever, right? But this is where I'm saying, ladies, sometimes I gotta stop this shit, bro, where y'all trying to hold a ninja hostage because the ninja don't want to be with you no more. Like I said, everybody needs to pick better, even Black Adam. Pick somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with if you want to make a baby with them, or even if you don't want to spend the rest of your life with them, because I know how some of you girls do, make sure you're able to tolerate him. Secondly, y'all can't sit there and get mad if a ninja want to go be with other women. And that's the thing. A lot of women like to hold ninjas hostage now. That's where I say men have become the new women and women have become the new men. And that's the issue now. So even me, bro. Even though I gotta do this, I do this, this is my livelihood. I like to talk and shit, but I hate feeling like I'm gossiping like a hoe. Okay? Puh. That's me spitting. I hate feeling like I'm gossiping like a hoe. I'm not that type of dude, but I gotta do this shit and I gotta use my mouth like a weapon. Pause. Big pause. But yeah, like I said, so women now act like they own the men, and men act like the new women, complaining about their emotions and shit. I'm just sitting here looking at all this dysfunction and confusion like,
but what the hell, boy?
The fuck going on here? That's how I be looking at it, bro. But I mind my business because I can't save the world. Like I said, she said, back to 2022 and 2023 when she was emotionally devastated by the rapper's behavior is the reason why majority of her mental health incidents happened. And like I said, gentlemen, this is where I tell you, 100 women versus accountability. Women are never going to be accountable for their actions. So you have to, or how do I say this? The onus and responsibilities on you. Y'all got to protect yourselves out here in these streets, bro. These girls is not going to save you, bro. I don't care how loyal she is or whatever. Look, this how loyal she is. Look, I'm mobbing through the streets, right? I'm with my girl. If a bigger ninja come and beat me up and say, you come with me right now, she going, bro. She going. What's she gonna do? Get beat up too? That's what I'm trying to tell you, ninjas. It's that simple, bro. Y'all gotta kind of put that in your head. It's okay, but keep that in mind. That's why I keep the peace on me. That's why I work out every day. When I'm done here, I'm about to go work out. That's why I got my boxing gloves, because I ain't playing no games, okay? I ain't playing no games, and I suggest you guys do the same. At the same time, I'm aware that the responsibility is on me. So God forbid something happen. Something good happened, the responsibility is on you. Something bad happened, they gonna blame you. The responsibility is on you. Keep that in your head when you deal with these women. Now, I'm not saying don't deal with none of them. They're cool. There's a lot of cool girls you're gonna meet out here in these streets and shit. But like I said, there's an expectation that comes with you. There is no expectation for them. Their expectation is the hair, nails, makeup, and looking pretty. That's it. That's it and that's all. Now look, don't get mad at me. I don't make the rules. I'm just trying to tell y'all ninjas how to navigate through these streets and shit. I don't make the rules. I ain't make the rules. The game remains the same. Only the players change. Shout out to my uncle. My uncle told me that. The game remains the same, only the players change. So it's been like this, bro. It's been like this since the dawn of Eden. Shout out to the Adams in the chat. Shout out to the Eves in the chat. She said, let me see, 1 second. She said, DDG never raised any concerns about her parenting abilities until the very day her domestic abuse claims were set for a court hearing. And like I said, she may be saying that, and that may be true, but y'all got to remember there's multiple reasons why he might not have said nothing, because maybe he wants the mom of his child in his child's life. 1, 2, maybe he didn't want to open up that can of worms. 3, a lot of times it's because women are going to go to the court. Dudes don't want to go to the court because we don't gain nothing by going to the court. Everybody's going to look at you like you're a hoe if you go to the court. And that's the whole issue where I tell y'all got to protect yourselves out here in these streets, bro, because don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. And your mom, if you got your mom in your life. Shout out to your parents. If you got your parents in your life, maybe them too. But past that, don't nobody really give a fuck about you out here in these streets. In quotation, she said, had Daryl really been concerned about my parenting, he would have taken action prior to this time, wrote Bailey. This is co-retribution to embarrass, humiliate, and cause me additional emotional distress. Even that statement alone is a targeted statement. And that's why I tell y'all, bro, y'all gotta be careful out here with these women, because you'll never know until you see it. And you won't see it because imagine if you would see this side of a girl first, right? If she was to show you this side of herself first, would you want to deal with her? Would you want to make a baby with her? And the answer is no. But I'm here to tell you, yeah, bro, women are dangerous just like us. It's okay. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. You just got to keep that in mind when you deal with these girls. Let me see if there's anything on TikTok. Then we're going to get up on out of here because I got to go get this money. I got bills due. Shout out to you if you pay bills in the chat. All right, let me see TikTok. Let's see what else popping off. Let's see what other content creators have to say. Oh, and DVD's probably going to lose if you guys don't know. And I'm on DDG's side, but he's probably going to lose because of how the court system's set up. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
Imagine somebody stabbing you and social media is asking if the person who stabbed you is okay. That's what's going on with Halle right now. Because like I told y'all what's going to happen.
Is her name Holly? I call her Haley. I don't know what her name is. We're going to call her Holly now. Shout out to Holly.
Is now seeing DDG as the bad guy for releasing all the messages between him and Halle. They're saying she's justified in trying to end it all with the kid, even end DDG, harming him due to the fact of postpartum.
Yep.
Literally all of them keep saying all her actions are normal due to postpartum, and DDG did not do a good enough job as a father of Halo in trying to help her get over this. You guys do?
Yeah, do y'all understand how crazy that is, bro?
But what the hell, boy?
And that's the thing, bro. It's like every time a ninja think about even having kids, bro, y'all like to scare me with this shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna wait on that one, bro. Here we go.
Do know a lot of those messages are before she ever was pregnant with Halo. She had trackers hidden in this man's stuff in his baby's bag in order to follow him around and know where he is. When they were broken up, she threatened ending it all because she thought that DDG was out with Lala crushing in Mexico. She threatened to get rid of baby Halo because DDG did not want to be with her anymore because of her manipulative ways. But somehow you guys are saying that she is no way in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah, man, 100 women versus accountability. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Let's see what they got to say about it. Here we go.
Halle has responded, and in her response, she basically is saying that it's ironic that he's just now waiting to respond. She's saying that she should be granted permission because she has to go and work. She has to make money for her child. And she also did directly address the mental health things. And she says,
so my thing is, if a woman has mental health issues, is it okay for her to still raise the kids? How do you know she's taking her meds? What if she's off her meds? How can you make sure unless you're watching her? What if she just one day say, I'm going to stop taking my meds because I'm good? Because that actually happens, people. At what point do we say, okay, we got to, kind of protect you from yourself? Now, I don't know the specifics of her mental issues. I'm just saying, I'm begging the question. Here we go.
That she alleges that DDG is exaggerating, lying, and misconstruing facts for the court, not only to make their history of their relationship look crazy, but to make her parenting and her mental health look away as well. She says, there's no doubt that I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and in 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse that she alleges. I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression.
And like I said, she's blaming him for her mental instability. Do you guys hear that? She's blaming him for her mental instability. Gentlemen, take notes. Shout out to the women, though. We still love you, ladies. We just know it's a cold game out here, and that's why you got to be cold on a bish. I'm cold on a bish.
In previous thoughts of suicide without waiving the rights of her therapist and her privilege. She says she has reached out to her doctor to receive treatments and to address these issues. And she also says that if given a chance, like if a judge takes this to court, she'll take the stand and talk about all these things, and she has nothing to hide, but it's unfair.
And when she starts talking about it, I guarantee you guys, I'm going to do my own little prediction right here. If she go on the stand and they actually put her on the stand and start talking about it, she going to hit the waterworks, bro, if y'all know what that is, right? She gonna hit the waterworks. She gonna start crying and try and talk through the tears and all that, and everybody's gonna be feeling bad for her. And that's where women do this thing where they feign weakness. Feign as in F-E-I-G-N. Feign weakness. They show weakness so that way they gain leverage. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this has been going on since the dawn of Eden, and it's okay. But I mean, when you know the game, you know what I'm saying, you know better, you do better. Here we go.
That he's right now requesting for her to not be able to take the child out of the country. And the reason why he's saying that he doesn't want the child to go out of the country is, number one, of course, all the mental health stuff that he's alleging is harmful. But he's also saying that if baby Halo goes out of the country and, God forbid something were to happen, like she goes into a mental state allegedly, or she's threatening to harm the baby, they're out of the court's jurisdiction. So there's nothing that he can do to intervene, and it could take weeks, days, or whatever before he could. Halle has responded.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, tough situation. Let's see what else they got. Let me see. Let's see what DJ AK said. Oh, shit. I messed it up.
Chat, y'all know the truth? I put DD in a group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
I don't know what I just did.
It is a dictatorship in there.
Oh, shit. I ruined TikTok. Oh, no. We good. Hold on. I had DJ AK. I accidentally pressed something. Hold up. Here we go. Shout out to DJ Academics.
So, his TRO was granted. So his TRO is granted, they got to serve.
And guys, so the TRO is a temporary restraining order. Here we go.
It says, all right, okay. DDG attorney released the following statement to XXL, opposing the prior reports that the rapper was denied a temporary restraining order. Again, yeah, that was erroneous, but they denied his emergency motion. That's a fact.
Yeah, so let's get it. Let's get the facts right. Shout out to DJ AK, man. DJ Ak. Shout out to AK. Even though y'all don't like him, I don't really know the ninja, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so they denied the emergency motion, like the emergency motion that he filed. They denied that, but the temporary restraining order was approved, and that's why when I read to you guys earlier about the lawyer, that's why the lawyer came out. Here we go.
The kid's still going to Italy. Both of them have restraining orders against each other. See, that was weird to deny. If one person says the other person shouldn't hit me up, and then the other person says, well, tell that person not to hit me up, you should grant both of their motions to figure it out.
Gentlemen, another thing too, not to cut DJ Academics off. Gentlemen, you know if you get a restraining order on a woman or somebody gets a restraining order on you, you're not allowed to have weapons. Do y'all understand that? It's really like that out here in these streets, bro. It's like that out here in these streets. Here we go.
We now find out that's happened. What they have denied is that they're not going to stop the mom from bringing the kid to Italy.
Yeah.
The court has granted Mr. Granberry a temporary restraining order based on the serious allegations set forth in the application. The issuance of this order reflects the court's findings that there is sufficient cause to provide immediate legal protection while the matters proceed. At this time, custody-related issues remain pending. So basically, and they're talking about their loss. Pending means they're not stopping Halle from bringing the kid to Italy. And are subject to a full evidentiary hearing, which is going to be later, where both parties will have the opportunity to present claims and defenses. Halle already told the court that she's going to be out of the country till August. They're not going to have this hearing before August. So,
and another thing too, where Halle fucked up was she said, oh, in the messages, for those who don't know, she said, oh, you know, you can show these messages to people, I don't care, thinking that he wasn't going to show it to nobody. And that's the thing we do, gentlemen, too. We tend to we try to protect the women and protect all the bullshit that they be doing, because we like, yeah, she just tripping out. But bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's going to turn deadly, bro. Here we go.
So it's going to be after August, and that means the kid hasn't seen DDG for 2 months, and he hasn't been around the kid for 2 months, and he can't talk to her for 2 months. These are highly sensitive matters involving a minor and child, and Mr. Granberry remains committed to resolving them in the public and appropriate legal channels, not the court of public opinion.
Factoids.
Unfortunately, y'all both famous. Y'all both have brought some aspects of this online.
Yep.
So whether y'all want it or not, it will be talked about in the court of public opinion.
Yes, sir.
I know at some point both of y'all wanted it to be private, but eventually it was not. And I do think that things like this should be handled private because it's better off for both parties and the kid, but didn't happen like that. So
yes, sir. And that's it for today's tonight's show. Like I said, we'll keep y'all posted. Tomorrow we probably do a show. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the Blacklist. I think I might do a reaction to Lil Wayne's tape. Shout out to the Young Moolah fans. I might do a reaction to his Carter 6. I believe it drops tomorrow. Past that, I'll keep you guys updated. If anything, follow me for more. Turn on your notifications. Follow for everything more by Black Adam if you like my personal opinions. If you don't like it, it's all good. Let me know I can do better. Don't be rude about it though, because if you come for me, I'm gonna come for